Hello everyone and welcome back to the much troubled town of Jamestown. This is Banished Colonial Charter 1.7 Journey! And we're back. Now, we have a bit of a problem with influenza, tools, food, and everything else, but me personally, I've been having a problem with crashes, and it seems to be any time that there's a fire, which is very often, the game suddenly crashes, not just over a certain period of time, which was what I thought, but no. 3 times consecutively, there was a fire, which apparently just not so much scripted to happen, but maybe it's a mean time to happen situation, because it's always been happening within 20 minutes. Then a fire would happen and the game would crash. It would be sent to the dump file, and I would lose my recording. So I'm in the debug section. I have disabled fires and disabled tornadoes, so I have a feeling a tornado will do a similar job. I will keep sickness around, just because, well, we are in the thick of it right now with this tuberculosis outbreak. But other than that, we are going to do our best to keep us out of this. Let's get some clinics up and around to deal with this influenza. What? No, tuberculosis. I have tuberculosis. We already have one in the town proper. I'm going to give some to these areas. The areas that particularly need it. Yeah. So one is by the river settlement, one is in the fishing hamlet. I don't know, I think in a town like this, a proper township would have, say, I don't know, mini hospitals for the surrounding areas. Currently my hospitals are able to handle it, but I do not trust them. So what's a good hub area for some of these outlying hamlets? Not so much hamlets, they're villages. We can call them that, they're villages. A couple buildings. I suppose we can put one over here. Like when one of my playthroughs, like, over 100 people had died due to an outbreak of this tuberculosis. This is definitely the worst I've ever experienced when it comes to an outbreak. So let's definitely not dally. Let's try and find the root and kill it. How about over by the dock village? Ooh, if it's a dock village, we could go and school. We got an herb grower. Herb mender? Place dispenses herbs to people and keep their health better. Is that like a hospital? I don't know if that's like a hospital. Because we got the herb grower and then the herb mender. School, dock trading post, dock market, dock brown. Let's see, the herb grower's right there, so herb mender, maybe right here. And then we can't just leave it at that, can we? No, you gotta keep going. We need low dock. Yeah, that should work. Stay corner piece, but that's the high corner piece. Do we have a low corner piece? Yes, we do. Yeah. Yeah. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. How about a high corner piece up here? Oh. There's the slowdown. That's been happening in every one of my playthroughs so far. Need this one. Yes. You know, if I can't figure out bugs in this game, then I'm not entirely sure if I can keep playing it. You there! Get up, sonny boy! What do? You do make some herbs. Do I have a school out here? I mean, we might as well have school out here, shouldn't we? School. Yeah, it's just like that. Boom. 128 people afflicted with tuberculosis. It's going to be a rough season. Roughly 50 people with clothing issues. In that case, let us turn our workshop from high coats to rough tools, or perhaps even wooden tools. We got a lot of wood. Now, why wooden tools instead of rough tools, or instead of a coat? Because we're dying because we don't have enough coats. So why am I changing it to tools? Because we have such a massive problem with our tools at the moment. And if we can get some simple wood products, I mean, there's wood right there for them to get. Should be able to produce them fairly quickly. Hopefully that will be enough. Ah, good. This thing is built. Let's get as many people in there as we can, because we have the tuberculosis. We have the chandler, but it doesn't have any beeswax to work with. Got this up. Good. Let's get some sheep in there. This one always goes up before the pig station. In every one of my playthroughs, things seem to be going just as they were. Oh, let's hope we can keep things going. We also have our first shipments of cotton that came in. Should be right there. Yep, 553 cotton. Just one cotton picking minute. What do we have to give away here? Just logs and cured leather. The workers who work there are just bad at their jobs. They really are. Cotton. Let's say 500, because they're worth 2. I'll be at the bottom of the list, that's okay. Frozen to death. Frozen to death. Died of tuberculosis. These really are a dying time for us. At least they aren't starving just yet. That starts in the next season. Whoop. You blow the ground. I never noticed that I actually messed that up. Whatever, it adds character. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, the little cows. Little moo-moos. I love them so. Make me some good babies. Jesus, 1-6. Oh, I just turned off the event. It's not telling me how many people are dying. Over 150 people afflicted. You see, in a situation like this, probably a big fire would actually help cure the disease with some cleansing flame. But nope, the fire, it can't work. I need to keep it off. And statistics. Update MS, total batches, objects, triangles, vertices. Well, it seems to be alright. Environment. I don't want to mess around with that too much. Boom, boom. I love that cowbell. Dun, dun, dun. What are my workers making? Making pancakes, making bacon pancakes. That song goes so well with New York. Our firewood is not the problem. The problem is definitely with clothing. Yeah. Alright. If I up the importance of this, that would pull off laborers from pulling in the harvest. And I want them to pull in the harvest before we have to... I need them to pull in that harvest. That good harvest. The good stuff. Like that. Like this. Like that. Like that. Get to work. How do you do, Dent Orchard? Not a whole lot of cherries picked this year. What gives? Oh. I completely forgot that I didn't get rid of the scarecrow. That must have happened in some game that got crashed. This game definitely is not Diamond, because Diamond would never crash. What do? You do nothing. You are worthless to me. People are dying of tuberculosis. I have crippling tuberculosis. I think the people of Jamestown in this situation would use this as an excuse to finally start clearing out some of these shanty towns. They bring their disease and we're just not having it. And with these shanty towns gone, yeah, people will be out of the homes. But we will be able to well, not so much rebuild. Just get these people out of here. We don't care what the charter says. We're not taking them in anymore. Screw them. They're killing us all. So many people dying. And this has only been in a less than a 40-year timeline. There's been people who've lived their entire lives here, watching their family members die from malnutrition, die from freezing to death out here, die from tuberculosis, living complete squalor without the basic fundamentals of tools. This would be a hellish living, but you know what? They're gonna persevere. They're gonna keep going. They're not gonna stop for this. They need to keep going. Do you have anything else to trade? No, because you suck. You're all horrible. What do you have? Nothing. How about you? Nothing. How about Jews? No. No. And no. You are all terrible at your jobs. Anyone building this yet? How about you just, do that? Also, how is this thing... Where the hell are you? How bad could you possibly be? Yvonne? Now people are dying of starvation. Okay, adding food. Throwing food at the problem until it's better. I guess I could do that with clothing too. And tools. Just make me not be horrible. I just want to live! Let's say a supply ship from the charter came and helped us out in our dying times. Only 19% are clothed. That's no good at all. Production. Yeah, production of food is still lackluster. But what about a production of tools? Our production of tools needs to come up by 2/3. Production of fuel is okay. Production of iron is actually exceeding. Okay. Our production of clothing needs to come up by needs to be twice as much. Needs to come up by 2 times. Sheep empty split work. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love this game. But just constant crashes, it really gets stressful. Especially since this is what everybody on this channel wants to see. That's what people come in for. It's what I'm advertised as. I gotta keep playing it. It's one of my favorite games. Alright. Let's just keep it in the pocket, shall we? Keep it in the pocket, even if it is very slow. Having to increase our tool production by almost 3 times and having to increase our clothing production by twice as much. It's gonna be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how we end up doing that. Either way, I got a benefit concert that I organized to go to tonight. I need to sign off here. Thank you for watching. If you like what you see, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!